consistently treated me like a servant, so I made sure he would never forget how valuable I am. I am the vice president of operations. On paper, that is who I am. I have over 10 years experience and a master's degree in business. I am fully qualified to hold that title. Unfortunately, in real life, Brad treated me like an assistant who forgot her place. Coffee, he said one morning, not looking up from his phone. I'm heading into a board prep call, I said. He sighed. Just grab it first. 2 sugars. You know how I like it. That was Brad. He was the CEO with a loud laugh and weak spine and very sure I would take anything from him. At the weekly executive meeting, he talked over me for the millionth time. As I was saying, I started. No, Brad cut in. Let's save those details for later. Afterward, I followed him into the hallway. You shut me down in front of the board. He smiled like I was joking. Relax. You're great at execution. Leave the vision to me. A week later, Brad snapped. Why isn't this done? Slapping a report on my desk. You approved the delay, I said. In writing. I don't remember that. I emailed you. You replied, fine. He leaned closer. Don't get defensive, just fix it. At a company mixer, a junior manager asked, so what do you do here? Before I could answer, Brad laughed. She keeps the trains running. Couldn't live without her spreadsheets. People chuckled. I smiled, but my jaw was clenched so hard from trying not to correct him, it literally hurt. One night, after a very long day at work, I was alone in my apartment, scrolling mindlessly to calm down. A familiar face stopped my scrolling instantly. Brad. His photo showed him on a hiking trail, arms crossed, confident smile. His bio said, looking for fun, no drama, discreet. I whispered, you have got to be kidding me. I tapped and found more photos. A gym mirror selfie, a cocktail at a hotel bar, even one of him holding up his catch from a deep sea fishing trip. No wedding ring in sight. I checked his age and location. Everything matched. A plan formed in my head. The next morning, I walked into his office. We need to talk, I said. Make it quick, he replied. I'm slammed. I closed the door and sat down anyway. Are you on Tinder? His face froze. What? Are you on Tinder? I repeated. That's inappropriate. I saw your profile, I said. You're married, you have kids. He laughed too loudly. You're mistaken. I pulled out my phone and placed it on his desk. This you? That's fake, he said weakly. Same scar on your chin. Same hotel bar photo you posted on LinkedIn last year. His voice dropped. What do you want? I want you to treat me like the vice president I am, I said calmly, publicly and consistently. He leaned back. You're threatening me. I'm explaining cause and effect, I said. You continue to disrespect me. Your wife finds this. The board finds this. Your image collapses. You wouldn't, he said. I already took screenshots, I replied, and backups. He swallowed. This is blackmail. This is self-defense, I said. You made it necessary. He stared at me. Trapped. Fine, whatever. Just delete them. Chain your behavior first, I said. Then we'll talk. The change was immediate. At the next meeting, he said, I want to hear her thoughts. She leads this. When someone interrupted me, Brad said, let her finish. In private, he was stiff and polite. Is this okay? He asked before assigning work. Yes, I said. That's appropriate. Weeks passed. He kept his side of the deal. Then one day, the board announced an emergency session. Brad caught me outside the elevators, eyes wild, sweat visible on his face and the collar of his shirt. He grabbed my arm and tried to pull me toward an empty conference room. We need to talk. Alone. Let go, I said, loud enough that a few heads turned. He didn't seem to notice. Did you tell them about my Tinder profile? He whispered, then immediately raised his voice without meaning to. Did you send the screenshots, the hotel logs, the messages from the trip? The hallway went quiet. I stared at him. Someone behind us cleared their throats. Send what, Brad? We turned to see a senior board member standing with her arms crossed. Brad's face turned a sickly green color. I mean, he laughed, sharp and brittle. You know what I mean. I don't, she said coldly, but it sounds like HR might. Before Brad could try to defend himself, she went straight to the boardroom that held all the current board members. Just minutes later, the doors to the boardroom opened at the end of the hall. The chairman stood there, having clearly heard enough. Brad, he said, you might want to come in now. Inside, the atmosphere was icy. The chairman didn't waste time. Brad, concerns have been raised about your conduct and risk exposure. Brad's voice cracked. This is a mistake. The chairman shook his head. Your account logged activity during company travel. That's verifiable, including expenses you just referenced in the hallway. Brad sagged back into his chair, staring at me like I'd pushed him. You promised. I didn't do this, I said. You did it to yourself. He was placed on leave that day. Within a month, his wife filed for separation. The company announced his resignation by mutual agreement. His name vanished from the website. A week later, the chairman called me. We'd like you to step in as interim CEO, he said. You've been doing the job already. I hung up and sat in silence, relieved that no one would ask me for coffee again.